I think for the most part, you do make a little. It's just like not quite as much as you have in your head when you just look at, oh, I made this much money. Then you subtract the booth fee and everything else. But in the end, it still does make a profit. So yeah.
Hey,
Can you make a profit at the farmer markets? The short answer is yes. But it is a little bit more complicated than most people think. One of the biggest mistakes I see vendors make is forgetting to pay themselves. Here's what usually happens. Let's say a vendor sells about $200 worth of product in one day. At first glance, that looks pretty good, right? They subtract the booth fee, maybe $30 or $40, and the cost to make the items, and whatever left, they call it profit. But that's misleading. Why? Because they have completely left out the value of their own time. Imagine this. If you had to hire someone to stand at your booth for 5 hours, paying them $15 an hour, that is $75 right there. Add in payroll taxes, the numbers get even higher. Now, if your pricing isn't set up correctly, after a long day of smiling, selling, and standing on your feet, you might actually be in the red without even realizing it. That's why understanding your true cost, not how much you spend to make the product and booth fees, but also labor, time, and overhead is so important. Selling at a market is not just about covering expenses. It is about making sure you are actually paying yourself for the hard work you put in. So yes, you can absolutely make money at the market, but if you don't price your item correctly, track your true cost carefully, and factor in your own time, you could be fooling yourself into thinking you are profitable when you are really not. The vendors who succeed long term are the ones who treat it like a business, not just a hobby.
Why would you recommend someone buy here?
why?
What would you recommend?
Well, aprons, of course, but the tortilla warmers are one of my favorite things. They're one of our best sellers. They're microwave safe and 100% cotton. So you just put your tortillas in there and you put in the microwave for 30 seconds, a minute. You can do, the batting is rated up to 5 minutes, but I wouldn't cook your tortillas that long. Or if you're making homemade.
Otherwise, that's gonna become some real tortilla right there.
Yeah, a little too hot. But 1 to 2 minutes. Or if you make homemade tortillas, you just put them in there and it keeps them nice and warm.
Homemade tortilla?
Yeah.
How do you make homemade tortilla with this thing?
Well, you make it and then you just, after you bake it, you just
after you bake it,
you
okay.
just put it in there to keep it warm. And I've said it stay warm for up to 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So like you put it on the table and
okay,
it stays warm.
yeah, while you're making it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do that while you're making it, or you just microwave it if you have store-bought tortillas. So, I don't know. I have a lot of different patterns, and they're all 100% cotton, and like I said, microwave safe. So that's one of my favorites.
And how long does it take you to make this stuff?
It depends on how much detail. I usually make a bunch of tortilla warmers at once, so like a tortilla warmer, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on, how the fabric behaves. And the aprons, probably 2 or 3 hours each.
What do you get the fabric, like just Joann or something?
Joann's or Hobby Lobby or even Walmart. Some Walmarts have a really good selection of fabric. So,
how did you learn all this stuff?
my mom taught me.
That's a wonderful mother.
Yes, she is. She's
one of-
an amazing seamstress.
She's one of the finest.
Yeah, she made my prom dress, my wedding dress. She's way beyond what I can do. But
She make your prom dress, your wedding dress.
yep. And she makes Easter dresses every year, and she made a lot of other stuff. So.
I know some grandma make the blankets for kids. Does she make blankets, pajama for the kids, grandkids?
She's made them crocheted stuff. She hasn't made the quilts though. Quilts take forever.
Yeah.
I think she made one for our house, and she made me a sleeping bag when I was really little. But.
Yeah, my wife, grandma, I think make a blanket for each grandkids.
Wow.
She passed away now, but yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was pretty cool. I use it because they get her old jeans. She made them out of old jeans.
I had a student when I was teaching that she made every year she would make little hot pads out of old jeans and some like flower fabric. She would make that for Christmas for all of her teachers every year.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's do business now.
Okay. What are you interested in?
Welcome to the farmer market. Guess how much this lemonade cost me? $8. Believe me, if you're gonna get a drink, be prepared to spend some money. If you're gonna get some food, well, you might go bankrupt. Hey man.
How are you?
Good. My cotton candy man. See ya guys.
Farmer markets are more than just a place to sell. They are the testing ground for business ideas. You can try out new products, see what people respond to, and build a relationship with customer face to face. That kind of feedback is worth gold. You don't need to pay for advertisement to know what works. Your customer will tell you right there at the booth. And let's not forget, repeat business. Many vendors make the mistake of looking only at the day sale. But every time someone buys from you at the market, you have the chance to turn them into a loyal customer. Maybe they follow your social media, maybe they order from your website, or maybe they come back every week. That kind of connection compounds over time. And suddenly, the market is not just about a few hours on Saturday. It is about building a brand that lasts.
Yeah, appreciate it. Hang in there, okay? I enjoy those. Thank you. Thank you.
Another thing people don't realize is the value of networking with other vendors. Some of the most profitable collaborations start at farmer markets. Maybe the candle maker team up with the flower farmer to create a gift set. Maybe the bread baker partners with the honey vendor for a special bundle. When you work together, you not only increase your value to customer, but you also share each other's audiences. That's free marketing. Now, let's circle back to the money side. Yes, you have to think about booth fees, what it costs to make the product, and labor. But you also have to think about smart pricing. Too many vendors price out of fear. They want to be affordable. So they set the price low, hoping to sell more. But here's the reality. Pricing too low can hurt you more than help you. Customers don't always buy the cheapest product. They buy the product they feel offer the best value. If your prices reflect the quality of your work, your story, and the care you put into your product, people will pay it. And remember, markets are not just about profit and dollars. They are about profit and exposure, learning and growing. Even on days when sales are slow, you are learning to pitch, how to talk about your product, and how to reach your customer. That practice is building your skill set, and that's something no one can take away.
Mira, acá es una medida.
No,
How you doing?
Well, since somebody else would
Good morning. How you doing?
Will you go on my mower? So you need to put this, take this in here.
Hey Shayna.
Hey,
Good to see you.
good to see you.
Shayna Moss, one of the best jewelry maker in town.
Thank you.
How you doing this morning?
Good, how are you doing?